The glaciers that cover parts of the Olympic Mountains can take your breath away just by their beauty alone. But that beauty is slowly disappearing right before our eyes.
With the warmer summers and the warmer winters, those glaciers, the future doesn't look good.
Andrew Fountain is a professor of geology and geography at Portland State University who is behind the research. He says by 2070, these glaciers that are so critical to our ecosystem will be pretty much gone. He even admitted he was a little surprised how quickly the glaciers are fading away.
That surprised me as well. I mean, I knew they'd be shrinking, right? But I didn't think they'd be disappearing like that.
There's a reason why his team of researchers are expecting to see them disappear so quickly.
Those glaciers on the Olympics are the most vulnerable because they're the lowest elevation and closest to the ocean. So if anybody's going to go quickly, it's those guys.
They stand about 5,000 to 6,000 feet, much lower than the high peaks in the Cascades that can stretch more than 14,000 feet high. Just take a look at some of the evidence over the last 100 years in the Olympics. On the left is Lillian Glacier in 1905, lots of ice and snow. On the right is 2010, very little is left. Anderson Glacier 1936, Anderson Glacier 2015. Any evidence of a glacier there is pretty much gone. Fountain says it's not just warming temperatures we're experiencing that plays a role. Our winters are playing a big part too.
The winters arrive later and they disappear sooner, so we have thinner snowpacks. And thinner snowpacks aren't very good for glaciers.
Right now, there are about 250 glaciers in the Olympic Mountains. Fountain says if we make changes now, there could be some hope.
If we back off a little bit, the glaciers will last a little bit longer. Shoot, maybe to 2100, but we have to really reduce carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases.
Even though they are melting at a fast rate, he doesn't expect it to be all bedrock in the next 50 years.
And then they get extra snow accumulation through avalanching. So in reality, they'll probably hang on there much longer than we would predict. But they'll be tiny compared to what they are now.
But the deep and thick glaciers we're seeing today,
shrinking snowpacks, retreating glaciers, it's all kind of a consistent story, consistently sad story,
are going to be looking a lot different by tomorrow.
Fountain also told me that he's seeing glaciers melt across the entire Pacific Northwest. That's no big surprise after just hearing from him. But he told me that 50 years ago in eastern Oregon, the Walla Wallas had glaciers on them. That's not the case anymore. Back to you guys.